Duets with Dice presents Yours to Keep, A Changeling the Dreaming Chronicle, Episode 2. So, should we do a recap of last time, or is everyone on the same page? Are you? Do you remember everything that happened last time?
Yeah, mostly.
Okay. Do you remember the names of all the people you told me about?
Yeah, I'm about to pull them up.
You're about to pull up your reference?
Yeah, I'm about to pull up my reference. And then we'll be good, I think. Let me just pull up yours to keep. Alright, and I got them all. Alright, so it's been about a year since the events of the last game.
Yeah.
You have slowly acclimated to Changeling life.
Sort of. So what date would you say it was?
If I were to guess, I'd say probably it's probably about July.
July?
Because we getting ready for them festivals.
Wouldn't it be in June then?
June, July. There's summer. There's a lot of them.
I mean, yeah, there's a lot of them, but I mean, if that's the only thing, well, here's my reasoning.
Mm-hmm.
If that's the only thing keeping this town alive is a seasonal event, like the moment June 1st creeps around, their asses are ready.
Mm-hmm.
Throw open those windows, open up the shops, like, yeah, no, we're open, please come here.
Mm-hmm.
We have 3 months.
Yeah.
So, probably June, July?
Yeah. Well,
I'm going to say June. In the year 2017?
2017?
Beautiful 2017.
Not as many people dying.
This
isn't the year of celebrity deaths.
This is no 2016, which was devastating for me.
This is the year of finding out all your favorite celebrities are scumbags.
You know?
That's what this is.
That being said, the ones who died, if they were scumbags, at least now we won't know.
Yeah.
At least now. Yeah,
except for you, Bowie. You didn't get away.
No, but everyone's known about that, so no biggie there.
Yeah.
Everyone's, aware. Problematic fave. 70s David Bowie.
Yeah. Well.
80s David Bowie. 90s David Bowie. Every David Bowie.
Alright. Anyway, so yeah. It is a beautiful day.
Beautiful June.
And you have been, you've been sent word that, that there has been a chrysalis for a new changeling. He is a she by the name of Joshua. And he is under the tutelage of Lord Tierson.
Oh, just like me!
Yeah. You are freshly out of his tutelage.
Is he still my mentor, though?
Yeah. Yeah, I suppose so.
I took the dots.
Yep, you took dots, so yeah. And so, yeah, a new changeling has woken. You've been given, basically, control over the, Point Avalon, freehold.
Uh-huh.
And you've held it together with, your, companion Sid Steelskin.
Sid? I don't recall him from last session.
You did not meet him.
His name is Sid
Steelskin.
Skin.
He is a troll.
He's a troll.
He's a big dude. He kind of dresses like sort of like those classic beach types. You know, it looks like he's got he almost looks like a sailor a little bit.
Oh.
Like an old school sailor.
Oh, like an old school sailor?
Yeah, he got a stripe.
He gets hit on by other men a lot, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Almost definitely. Is the shirt, a little bit too short?
Here, let me show you.
Oh, yeah. No. When people don't see that is definitely a look. Not to say he doesn't look like one of the village men, but if one of the village men was a sailor, that's what he'd look like.
Mm-hmm. And so, yeah, he's got, the anchor tattoo and all that stuff. He is, basically knighted to you.
Okay.
In a manner of speaking, even though you're roughly the same rank. Let me see.
But the way Changeling.
Well, no, he would be squired to you.
Okay, so he is squired.
There's also Lily Stoneheart.
Lily Stoneheart.
She is a red cap. She is pretty unseelie, but doesn't really hang out with the unseelie crowd.
Is it because they're lame?
No, she just doesn't
like them.
She just doesn't get along with them. She's sort of a loner.
Okay, she's a loner.
She's a loner. She's a bit of a shit kicker. In her own right.
Yeah.
She is here.
Let's
Here's
see.
a little picture of her.
Okay, she looks cool as hell.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't mess with her. She's a cool person with a scary bat.
Mm-hmm. And there is also another person who comes into town from time to time. His name is William Ash.
William Ash.
And he is a slooah.
He is a slooah, and he... Oh, he's spooky.
Yeah, he's a slooah.
I also love how he's wearing tennis shoes but no socks. What a trash boy.
He is sort of like a contortionist.
Oh, a contortionist?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so he only comes around for the festivals to, like, do his little festival thing?
He comes around a little more often than that, but, you know, he works with a traveling circus.
It's cool.
But yeah, he's a fun guy, but he mostly hangs out with Lily. He is also quite unseelie.
Okay.
In his own right.
Fun guy, unseelie. Okay.
And so these guys are sort of your motley, so to speak.
Okay.
They are helping you, and you are helping them, and together you're all sort of pooling your resources together to make the Point Avalon freehold
run as smoothly
as possible.
Clearly, because I'm not as experienced as some of these guys may be in this lifestyle. Mm-hmm. And so it's definitely a...
Yeah. So you've received word that Joshua is going to... basically, there's going to be a big festival. Let me see which one it is. It is... Yes. Let's see. Got all the characters. Do
you want to pause it?
Yeah, I'm going to pause it.
I think you need to get your resources together.
Okay, so I'm just going to read the little setting up thing. It says, under the cover of one of the busiest weekends of the summer, the lords and ladies of the coast traditionally meet in Point Avalon. This year, the Lord of Cresthaven Manor sent word ahead that they will have one more in their number, a recently awakened she.
Oh.
As his position and house are as of yet undetermined, they intend to bring him along to get a taste of courtly politics on a larger scale, and to meet those he is likely to work with once his status and role are determined.
Yeah.
A smaller court that borders Point Avalon to the south, Deepwood Glen, is also scheduled to attend the meeting, though communication with them is usually intermittent, and they have not recently confirmed their attendance.
The southern one is Glenwood, correct?
Deepwood Glen.
Oh. Way to go, Mo. I put it in my thing as Glenwood, so it's Deepwood.
Deepwood Glen.
Deepwood Glen.
Okay. You and Sid are duty-bound to attend the meeting.
Oh, of course.
William and Lily have no such obligation.
Mm-hmm. Do they have any sort of titles, or are they just commoners?
They're commoners.
Okay.
Sid would be a commoner, but...
He has been elevated.
Yes, he's
for
been
something
elevated.
That he's done. I always hate when there's a lot of, like, case-based, role-playing, because, like, like, a lot of cast-based role-playing where I'm sitting there like, okay, well, I have to determine how I'm going to treat this person based on this arbitrary bullshit. It's why medieval games are always particularly tough for me, because I'm like, okay, well, time to be a classist asshole.
Yeah.
The role-playing experience requires me to be a horrible person by modern standards, but okay.
Okay. So, there's a good chance you have, there's a good chance this is also a big opportunity for you, as this is essentially your first on your own hosting of a meeting.
That's true.
And so, what manner of, what do you want to do to, get the place prepared?
Interesting. So, will this be taking place in our,
This will be taking place in your beach house. Your lofty cabin.
Oh, wow. Then, yeah, we probably should have it decorated and catered, with all manner of stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, how would one go about... I mean, I know that the inside is a little more chimerical for this kind of stuff.
Yep.
Would I be able to contact, I don't know, an artisan to make,
Yeah.
like decorations?
Sure.
Sort of thing. Maybe we can go with a theme.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe like... I mean, we are by a beach. Maybe we could go like mermaid theme.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be really nice. That's very whimsical, Like some scales,
Mm-hmm.
a vase that looks like a mermaid. Maybe like mermaid themed food, whatever they eat. Snails? I don't know. I'm not too sure what mermaids would eat. Probably fish. That seems kind of gruesome and almost like cannibalism, but not really.
Not as much like cannibalism as what they actually tend to eat.
Do you think they eat other mermaids?
No.
If
they're not eating fish and they're not eating mermaids, what's the other half of the mermaid?
They're eating people. Now that I think about it, if you consider some of the darker aspects of mermaid lore, they probably eat a lot of sailors. Is that too gruesome to have, like, tiny chocolate sailors? Is that gruesome?
I mean, I guess it would depend on the presentation.
Okay.
It'd be a bold move.
Like, you have, like, a cake in the middle that's shaped like a beautiful boat, but the sailors you pick off.
If that's how you want to...
I mean, that's pretty mermaid themed. It's a little dark. I don't know. But this is my world. I can do anything, right? That's what Changeling is about. If it's possible, it's popsicle?
Alright, if you want to get that...
I want mermaid themed.
Okay.
Who would I contact? Do I have anyone that I know that does that kind of stuff?
You could get in touch with a chimerical artisan. They exist.
Wait, I think I know one. Well, Doyle's just a knocker. It's a lot to assume that
he would be a manner of artist as...
Is that racist to assume?
You can find out.
Do I, have Doyle's number?
Probably.
Okay, then yeah, I wanna call up Doyle, or text Doyle, or however I contact him. I'm not sure, does he live? He lives in town, right?
Mm-hmm. He and a few other knockers live in town.
Oh, there's a lot of them?
There's more knockers
than anything else.
Anything else.
Okay. Okay, I have a question about Point Avalon. What would you say the changeling to person ratio is? Is this a pretty dense...
I mean,
I know our population is
relatively so, because your population is small. And changelings tend to come here.
Mm-hmm.
They don't, whether they experience their chrysalis here or not is not terribly relevant, but
they will migrate here.
A lot of them end up migrating here because of just the way it is.
Mm-hmm.
And so...
a little bit isolated, but still has a freehold.
Yeah, you do it's got 3 freeholds, so...
Yeah, and a pretty short, one to the north, one to the south.
And so... Yeah, there's...
Quite a couple.
There's quite a few.
Cool.
I'd say there's probably maybe of the 6,000 people that live in Point Avalon, there's probably 20 to 25 changelings.
Wow, that is a lot. Okay. So then, yeah, I'd want to contact him, because even if he doesn't, I'm sure he has a knocker friend that does.
Yeah.
So, I will call up Doyle.
Okay.
Or go to Doyle's place of employment, which is
He works at an auto shop.
Oh. Just like a normal... Okay, cool.
Yeah, it's just like a normal auto shop. Doyle comes out. He's sort of a lanky fella. Looks like a youthful grease monkey. Just like kind of tall, little thin. Well, I shouldn't say he's tall. He seems taller than he is because the way his body is sort of compositioned.
Oh.
He's like thin. He's thin, but he's got kind of like that wiry muscle
build to him,
but he's not very tall. He just seems like
his slenderness makes him tall.
He seems like he should be taller than he is.
Deceptive.
Yeah. And so you see him, and he's got a pair of goggles on. His hair is white and sort of blasted back. Long nose, longish ears, big rosy red cheeks, and he's working on a car. It just sort of looks like a normal sort of auto shop working on a car.
I want to kind of like walk up and say, "Hey, have you gone to lunch yet, Doyle?"
Uh-huh.
I grab the edge of the little rolly thing that he has under the car and kind of pull him out a little. Have you gone to lunch yet?
Oh. Hey Adelaide. Yeah, I already ate.
You already ate?
And then he pulls himself back under.
Oh, because I kind of wanted to talk to you, and it's kind of early. It's only 12. You've already eaten?
Yeah, I already ate.
Oh, I see. Well, if you have already eaten and maybe your lunch wasn't very filling, I'd be willing to take you somewhere to eat while we talked about something very important.
What is it?
I don't know. I just need your expertise.
He stops. You can hear the machine noises kind of stop. You see his little hands reach up underneath the truck, and he pulls himself out. What do you need? Is this about the festival?
Yes. It's about... I'm kind of going for a theme with this. And so I was wondering if you, or maybe one of your friends, could help me make some decorations to impress some people? Or if you knew somebody that did?
What kind of decorations?
So, I'm thinking mermaid scale plates. Like, for like the dining hall and a table. Maybe a chandelier.
Wait, the theme...
the theme is mermaid.
The theme is mermaids.
Mm-hmm. But also, I need someone to make a very elaborate cake. Do you know anybody that can do that?
I might. Let me see. He pulls himself out and gets up and come with me to my office.
Sure.
And he walks in. You can see that there are a lot of the people around here are sort of like just staring. And
I just wave and I'm just like, hi.
He goes in and opens up his filing cabinet and starts going through a bunch of papers.
I
and
like
stuff.
your office.
It's not really mine. It's the manager's, but I keep some of my records here.
Oh. Yeah, because I was wondering whose family that was.
Yep, not mine. And so...
it would be weird if you kept a picture of someone else's family.
I would. And he opens it up, pulls out a little notebook, and starts just kind of flipping through it. Let me see here. Yeah, I know of one, but he hangs out in the deep dreaming. He can get you your cake, for sure. It'd be a little risky, but, well, I mean, it could potentially be risky.
Yeah?
Well, yeah, you know how they are. Oh.
Who they?
Well, you know, some of those, chimerical fellas.
Oh. A chimerical artisan in the deep dreaming? Yeah. That sounds good. Sounds like it's going to be a very fanciful cake.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he'll definitely be able to make your cake. I don't see any problem with him doing that. The only problem is he's got a bit of an attitude. He's a hard fella to deal with at times. I know one who is of a lot better temperament, and this is just somebody in town. She runs the bake shop. She'll be easier to deal with, but probably more expensive. And between you and me, I don't know. I don't like her cakes as much.
Oh, well, I mean, is she one of us?
Oh, no. She's pretty close, though. You could probably get some good glamour off of her. I've never tried. You gotta kind of be able to develop a relationship with these people, and...
Are you not good at that?
Well, it's not that I'm not good at it. I'm good at a certain type of person, and I don't have anything... Baking, I'm not into it.
I feel like baking and making cars is close.
Nah, I've got plenty of artisans to feed on out there.
Yeah. Okay. So, deep dreaming. Can you tell me any more about that guy? And, like, why is he hard to deal with? Is he, like...
He's weird in the way that they are.
Yeah?
Very arbitrary, very, not the easiest to deal with, like I said. Has strange payment methods, probably wants glamour on top of money, on top of hair, you know, things like that. And, I don't know.
Well, I mean, I'll get a quote and see how that goes.
Good luck with that.
Oh, okay. Well, what about, like, the rest of it? Like, the silverware, and...
Oh, yeah. If you could get him to
the welcoming gifts.
If you could get him to do it, he'll set up your whole party. But, you know, the more you have him do, the more he'll want in return.
Well, that makes perfect sense. That's fair. I mean, this thing does have to be pretty fancy. I'm looking to impress a lot of people.
Good. I guess.
Thank you for helping me.
Yeah. Well, go away.
Oh, okay. I'll let you get back to work. I'm sorry for bothering you, but you were very, very helpful. Wait, how do I get to him?
Oh, you gotta go through the trod.
I don't want to... I'll ask Sig to help me with that. Okay. Well, alright, I won't bother you. But at some other time, I'll take you to lunch.
I mean, hey, if you're gonna buy me a burger, then I'm not gonna turn you down.
Okay. Just, you're pretty cool.
Great.
Okay, I gotta go.
Bye.
Bye. He's one of my favorites because he's actually the first changeling I met. Mm-hmm. He imprinted.
And so, yeah.
He's the one who found me just touching the ground in the woods like a crazy person.
So which way do you want to,
I think I'm going to ask Sid about it because... So what's the trod situation here in Point Avalon?
Well, okay.
So I do need to go back and ask him what the creature's name was. I don't think I asked.
He told you earlier that the creature's name was... Let me think of a good name for this thing. For this fellow. This guy's name is Yogg.
Yogg. Cool. Yogg the artisan who lives in the deep dreaming.
He is a master baker.
He's a master party planner.
Baker? Master baker? Joking.
I don't get it.
Say the word really fast.
Master baker.
Okay.
I don't get it.
Yes, you do. Okay.
Okay, master baker / party planner. The expert on the deed. Alright, so yeah, I suppose I can harass Sid about it and ask him if he... I mean, I don't imagine... I mean, what would you say? Is traveling on Trod something that happens a lot? Or is it like a special sort of thing?
It's not something you do every day.
That's what I'm saying. So I probably have absolutely no experience with this sort of thing.
Yeah.
So I'm probably going to ask people who are more experienced than me. So I'm probably going to harass Sid about it.
Okay.
Just start texting him because I'm sure he's at work because he has a job probably.
Nah, he's a carny.
Oh, he's a carny? Oh. In that case, I feel perfectly fine about harassing him. Because like me, he has unconventional hours.
And so, yeah, you give him a text.
Be like, where are you at? Looking to plan a party.
Okay.
Planning a party, got the address of a creature in the deep dreaming. Pretty interested in having it plan my party. Don't know how to get there. Frowning face. Is it just breaks of text?
Yeah, no, it just says, are you crazy? I would not engage with a creature of the deep dreaming at your level of experience.
Do you know anybody who is experienced? Question mark, question mark, question mark. Where are you?
At the docks.
Okay.
Readying up for festivities.
Alright, I'm gonna run over and harass him.
Okay. The dock this time of the year is busy with people preparing their booths and
I'm very excited.
Their little food trucks and all manner of fun activities.
Not to say that I haven't probably bought a mermaid tail specifically for, the festival is probably a lie, because I 100% am going to lounge on the beach like a mermaid at some point. Very interested in doing this. He doesn't know what that huge long package in the living room is. It's up against the wall. I've told him not to touch it. He has a lot of questions, but I don't answer them, and I leave the house when he starts asking. Because inevitably he'll start asking me why I don't have a real job yet, and I just run away.
Yeah, you look around and you can see all of the lovely preparations that are going on.
I'm very
People
excited.
are hustling and bustling. You get to see a bunch of people that you usually only see once just a few weeks or months out of the year, and you get to catch up with them and see how their fancy people lives are going.
And they're like, "Hey, Adelaide, you look great," and I'm like, "Thanks."
Yeah. Oh, wow, you really grew up.
You really glowed up.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, I kind of did now. They're like, I like how you're wearing, like, everything crocheted here. It's very boho. And I'm like, yeah, it's my thing now.
And so, you speak with some of them, and they're all very much in the same way. They're, upper middle class to upper class, people who are doing this because it's so fun, and it's just, it's so cute
quaint.
and quaint. I feel like a normal boy. I feel like the poor.
I'm out on the docks, having fun and being a little hooligan. I'm gonna get a snow cone.
Yeah, and so
my mom wouldn't approve.
And they're all dressed in very much the same sort of fashions.
Are there a lot of, like, beach shorts?
Mm-hmm. A lot of beach shorts, a lot of knitted clothes, much in the same way you have.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, you go and you do see Sid setting up. You see a few other changelings who you haven't really seen around before. But, you know, they see you and you know, upon seeing you, they do their proper bow as subtly as they can because...
It's weird to bow in public.
Yeah, it's weird to bow in public. And so...
And they give a very regal... What do they call this? The queen wave, where you sort of put your hand up and you, like, wiggle at the wrist a little. I'm just like, hey!
Yep.
Sid! So, you said I was crazy for what?
I'm not going into the deep dreaming.
Oh.
You'd be crazy, too.
Do you know anybody who is more experienced in that sort of thing?
Around here?
No.
I would imagine the Duke is.
I mean, I could ask him, but I also want him to be surprised.
Here's what I would do.
Okay.
Hire a baker.
Just a normal baker?
A normal baker. As normal as can be. And it's okay. Even if you want it to be special, it'll be special. You just gotta infuse them with glamour. And they'll make your cake. That'll be great.
Oh. Okay.
Alternatively, you could hire a party planner.
The thing is, I just think it would be weird to invite, like, a party planner into what they would assume is a shack. Do you kind of see what I mean?
If you're planning a party at a shack on the beach, everything will be okay. Just don't let them get too close to the balefire, because if they do, they'll become temporarily enchanted. Which
is bad.
I mean, it depends on who you ask.
Okay. Like an expert party planner.
They'll become enchanted enough to look at all of you. They'll see you for what you are. And then they'll leave and probably forget about it 2 hours later.
Well, that doesn't sound too bad.
Well, I mean, they'll know that something went wrong. They'll wake up the next day feeling foggy.
Okay. Okay. So you suggest a party planner. Just a really good party planner. Like an expert party planner. Let me look on my phone. Hold on. And I want to sort of like look up.
Yeah, you Google it, and you know, this time of year there's no shortage of them because there's all kinds of parties going on around here.
I'm gonna go to like their previous works to try to scope out one that's really, really good. Have a meeting with them.
And so, let me see if there's a way we can speed that part along.
Like a roll, let's see.
Let's see if there's some sort of roll we can get.
I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, well, we'll say you find somebody, and,
I pitch it to them.
Yeah, you've got... So, here's the thing. You find one 4-star party planner. They've got your time available, and everything seems good. They've got good reviews. Everything is you get a couple pictures, and you can see that they've got some pretty good parties under their belt.
Ooh.
They're 4-star. They're a little expensive. It costs you 2 of your resource dots, but, you know.
Totally worth it.
Yeah, it'll be good. There's also one, little cheaper. A lot of people have complaints that the parties ended up being kind of weird. The biggest complaint that you see is unorganized. And unorganized, not great. A lot of things were just kind of weird about the party. and the themes were a little abstract.
Ooh, I like abstract. Abstract is different. It's
and
good.
So, yeah. They're cheaper. They'll only cost you 1 dot of resource. But they seem to be harder to deal with. Basically, beyond the initial input given, the party planner did not communicate with the person hosting the party too much after that, once they began the planning phase.
He's a wild card! I'm going with that one, I'll be honest, that's fantastic. I'm interested in this person.
Okay.
Clearly, if I was able to glean that much from the upset Google reviews,
yeah, these are...
then I'm like, this is a dreamer, and they're just misunderstood.
And so?
Yeah, I want a consultation with this guy.
Okay, so you set up a consultation in the evening,
yes.
And he's got enough time to meet with you.
I'm excited.
Yeah, he shows up. He's pretty scruffy looking guy, dressed somewhat eccentrically, like a glitter vest and
oh my god,
a glitter vest, a piano key necktie, and like some red pants.
Oh my god, I'm super interested in everything that's going on here.
And a sort of poofy pirate shirt underneath the vest.
Is this the strangest looking person I've seen that isn't actually a changeling?
Probably up there. They sit down. Hi, how are you?
Hi, how are you? I'm good.
I'm doing fantastically. How can I help you?
So, I'm planning a very, very special beach-themed, mermaid-themed party, and I've heard, gleaned from your Google reviews, that you are unconventional.
Well, some people might say that. I would like to say that when starting the party planning process, you give me a vision.
Yeah?
And I follow that vision uncompromisingly.
Uncompromisingly. It's a good adjective. Yeah. I'm kind of interested in that. So, I have this book here, and I, reach into my bag, and I pull out this fat book filled with, it's like a Pinterest board, but I printed it. Okay, so I'm, interested in all of this. Definitely mermaid-themed. It's going to be taking place inside of an abandoned shack, because it's going to be mermaid-themed.
Okay.
Yeah? Seaweed, a cake that maybe it's like a ship and there's sailors jumping off of it onto plates. You know how mermaids would call, the sirens would call to them and they'd jump off the ship? You know?
Yeah!
I've never connected with someone so well. Yeah, and so I'm thinking all of that. Seaweed, I need, little welcoming gift parcels, definitely, to show appreciation for them showing up.
How many of those do you need?
How many people will be showing up? 10, 15?
It's a big thing.
It's a big thing?
Yeah.
30?
That would be safe.
30. So I need about 30, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I can do that.
So.
What do you want these to look like? He's kind of taking notes.
Do you think you can make them look like mermaid purses? You know, those things that baby sharks come out of?
I can look that up on Google.
Okay, yeah. They come from mermaid purses, and you can, put stuff in there. Maybe, I don't know, something mermaid theme, or something just, charming. Maybe, a note that says, "Thank you for coming," and has a piece of hair in it. I don't know. Something they're all fancy artist people that are coming. And they'd prefer it to be unconventional. You know?
Fantastic. You came to the right place.
I know it. I'm so excited to give you a 5-star review.
Great.
Okay, so, yeah, and so I need it by this date.
When is the party?
I need it by this date. I I can go in there with you in the morning when we're gonna set up and everything. I just need to have it done by that evening. People will probably be showing up around, 3 or 4? Or is it later off in the year?
It would be like 3 or 4, yeah.
Yeah, we just need to have it done by 3 or 4, so ideally it's set up by noon and ready to go. Yeah?
Okay.
Okay. I'm so excited. If you need, anything, if you need, to borrow my brother's car, I don't drive. So if you need to borrow my brother's car to get stuff there, we can do that. If you need, anything, I could probably help.
Okay.
Yeah. I took a class in stage crafting, so I can help, a lot, you know?
Well, that's great.
Yeah. So you don't have to do it alone.
I've got this. This is my job.
Yeah.
This is what I do.
This is what you do. Yeah. Okay. Is there anything else I need to know? Do you have, a contract or anything like that?
Oh. Maybe I should do that.
Do you not do that?
Not normally.
Oh. Okay. Well, if you don't do it normally, we don't have to do it.
Well, I accept, I do accept my payment.
Oh, yeah, yeah. What is it? Usually, 40% down? Here. And I reach into my bag, and I'm like, okay, I'll give you 40% here. Here you go. If you need more, tell me, and I'll get whatever you need, you know?
Okay.
Okay.
And he gets up and gets on his little. He gets on his bike with the big wheel.
He has a penny. Yeah. What is that thing called? A penny farcicle or something like that?
Yeah, I don't know what they call them, but it's got a big wheel and then 2 little back wheels.
Oh my god, he's the coolest person I've ever met.
And he just rides off.
Ding ding. I put my trust in the best possible person I could put my trust in.
Yeah, you could sort of feel the glamour just radiating off of him.
I feel he was great. I'd hang out with that guy for not business.
Mm-hmm. And
wow. Okay. Oh, I'm so excited. Ah! I scream in public.
Yeah. All right, and so the night arrives,
mm-hmm.
and the party has been. You got a good look at everything.
Went in there to set up with him.
Yeah,
everything.
Went in there and helped prepare, and everything is a fucking disaster. It's mermaid themed. There's lots of little pictures of Ariel everywhere, and
the cake is seaweed flavored.
The cake is seaweed flavored. It does look like a boat, though. It doesn't look like a super finely crafted. It's not like one of those weird decorative cakes.
Oh.
It's more like a cake that is kind of boat shaped, and then it has icing all over it, and
not bad.
There's there are the little sailor cookies, but they're wrapped up like sushi.
Oh wow! Whoa!
Yeah,
this guy's good.
And
looks good.
Yeah,
it's a good thing
everything has a
bought some pearls off of Amazon, and I just throw the pearls all over the floor.
Yep. And
oh god, this is
there's there's some crab meat just.
There's a crab dressed up like a sailor.
It's not really. There's just some crab meat that was left in a cooler and isn't really ready, but it's there.
Huh. Okay, so definitely not what I thought, but different. I'm gonna stay on the positive side. Looks great. 4 stars. He's going to get 4 stars.
And so, people start arriving. You see Lord Tierson arrive with young Joshua in tow. Joshua is a young... He's about 12.
Aww.
Yeah, he's about 12. He has sort of he's got dark skin and a mop of light brownish curly hair. He's dressed in a superhero shirt that's just what he's really into. You can see a little comic book in his hand, and he's slurping on a soda. And he's got his little she ears. And here's a little picture of him.
Aww. Joshua. He's brand new.
Yeah, and he arrives with Lord Tierson and Anissa. And,
Good evening.
Good evening, Adelaide. This is young Joshua.
Hi.
Hi.
I've heard like some about you.
I've heard nothing about you.
Oh, I'm Adelaide.
I'm Josh.
I'll show you to your seat.
Okay. And, Lord Tierson,
the little place cards are just actual shells from the beach with like a
yeah,
like the names just like
this is a lovely array you have here, Adelaide. You've really outdone yourself.
Do you really think so?
Yes.
Do you really
You don't know Lord Tierson to be a liar. He is exuberant in all things. If he is one who is never afraid to feel the way he feels.
Oh,
and
good.
he when he is in the highest of highs, he sings from the mountaintop, and when he is low, he is weepy and
he's a drama boy.
He is very dramatic.
Yeah. You really like it? Not like I'm fishing for compliments, but do you like it?
You've done very well.
Yes.
And he looks around, and chimerically, this place looks great.
Does it?
Yeah.
Good.
The cake looks way better chimerically than it does in real life. In real life, it looks kind of not great, but in real life, you can see like a chimerical kraken sort of attacking the boat ad nauseum, and like the little cookie men are like fighting it off with spears and things like that. Somebody grabs a cookie man and screams, "Ah!"
You just take a little crunch out of it.
Take a little crunch.
Joshua's like, "Whoa, that's
Joshua's like, that's awesome!
It's tight as hell, man!"
And he grabs a piece of the boat. He grabs a piece of the boat off and just starts biting into it.
It's definitely kelp flavored.
And you can see like water just pouring onto the boat because there's now a big chunk of it missing.
The sailors look more alarmed than they did previously.
Yeah.
I love it.
In attendance with Tierson, Anissa, and Joshua, you can see Pomona.
I don't know her.
Pomona is a... let me see if I got that name right. I'm pretty sure I did. Yeah, Pomona. She's a little Hispanic girl. She is quite clearly a boggin. She is very polite. Let me see. She is nominally a Seelie of House Fiona.
Oh, cousin.
Sorta. You know, she was sworn in. She is a commoner, but
oh yeah, because she's a boggin, huh?
Yeah, she's a commoner kith, but she is sworn to service. She's quiet, bit unassuming. She sort of dresses in a very traditional Hispanic garb, and she's short. She's like real little, like boggins tend to be.
Yeah.
And let me pull up the picture, and here she is.
Cutie, cutie. Pomona.
Yep. She appears to... She's just sort of sticking to the sidelines and quietly listening in, as boggins do. She is quite soft-spoken from the small amounts of interaction that you've had with her. She is Lord Tierson's servant.
She's his boggin?
Boggin, yeah. And, yeah. Before long, Lady Keelan de Winter arrives.
Oh, from the south.
Of Deepwood Glen. She is of House Dyrane. She is cold. She comes
like
in
someone whose name is De Winter.
She comes in, yes. She comes in wearing a, she's got beautiful blonde hair. She is Seelie, not Seelie, she's
Unseelie, isn't she?
She is, yes, Unseelie. She is a real she. And she holds the stereotype to a T of both her house and, herself. If you can give me a
of course,
lore roll if you have it,
lore
or a
roll?
politics roll.
So politics. Okay, yeah, politics.
Politics intelligence.
Let's see how it goes. What's my what's the thing? What's
Your
the
difficulty would be standard.
Nope.
Okay. So. You don't know too much about Lady Keelan. However, you do know that she does arrive with Lysander, her knocker associate.
Lysander
looks like your typical knocker. He doesn't look too different from how
Doyle looks.
Doyle looks, you know.
Oh, yeah, close.
Yeah, just wearing overalls and things like that. He is Keelan's oldest friend and closest advisor. He mostly is known to construct a lot of just inventions, whatever Lady Keelan desires. Lady Keelan herself.
You have a picture of her?
I do.
Oh, she's beautiful.
Yeah. And she of course has impeccable manners, being a member of House Dyrane. She, walks around, and whether she likes the place or not, you can't tell, because
she is cold, and you can't see through her like a pane of frosted glass.
Yes, and she always has a... She speaks to everyone as if she always has a running tally in her mind of paid generosities.
Oh.
And what needs to be paid in kind.
Oh, I see.
And so you've always been very kind to her, and she has always demonstrated kindness in return.
Yeah.
Not out of any genuine sense of kindness towards you, but out of a... It's very clearly a thing of a debt being repaid.
Mm-hmm.
And so she comes in and... Oh, yes, how do you do, Adelaide?
I'm doing very well. I have your seat special for you. Let me take you to your seat.
Of course.
Thank you, my dear. Today.
And you as well. And so you take her to her seat, and she sits, and Lysander looks to be just sort of knocking away at something. He seems like he's halfway here until Lady Keelan addresses him, and he's at her beck and call.
Darling.
Yes, and with everybody here, in time, several others show up. The Unseelie crew, they're not like formally entering the freehold or anything. They're just sort of skulking about. You can see.
Wait, they aren't invited, are they? I don't think so.
Are they? You tell me. You.
I thought this was for.
This is a festival that is a normal part of the day as evening approaches. The wharf and the dock area, the boardwalk, so to speak, becomes full of people.
Yeah.
Like it's a festival. And so there's all sorts of people going on, there's things being sold. All of your social stuff is occurring mostly out there on the boardwalk after everybody sort of checks in at the boardwalk. After everybody checks in at the freehold, where, you know, they might, you know, sup a bit of glamour from the balefire and then go
and then
out.
Take their gift.
Yeah, take their little gifts, and everyone's going out and having a good time.
Good. I just want everyone to have a good time.
Lots of glamour in the air. It's a beautiful night, and you do see the Unseelie crew sort of skulking about. Here's a picture of all three of them.
Oh God! Oh yeah, no, I remember that dreadful little goblin.
Yeah, that's Maddock Lawson.
Maddock is an unfortunate soul.
Yeah, he is. He's no, and so. Yep.
Well, I mean, it's very important to me in my house to be a good host always. Mm-hmm. So, I probably will attempt to make friendly with the crew that just hangs out under bridges and smokes.
Yeah. William Ash approaches you at a certain point.
Uh-huh.
He comes up and whispers. I'm going to say it so that the mic will pick it up. But
quotation whispers.
He is whispering, and he comes up and says, Chandra and her people have arrived.
Oh, well, let me go greet them.
If you want.
Well, it'd be really rude of me not to.
Yeah, I guess so.
They do technically live here. I think. I don't know.
You go up to him, and Chandra sort of gives you a nasty look. She sees you coming a ways away, and she sort of nudges Cardis and Lawson, and Cardis looks over and nods. How can we help you, Miss Adelaide?
Oh, well, I just wanted to welcome you and show you guys to the table and show you guys your gift bags. I got gift bags for everybody.
They sort of look, they look at one another, and Chandra goes, stuff your gift basket.
Are you sure?
Right on up there.
Okay. Well, what about you?
Mm-hmm.
Do you want yours? And I look at someone other than her. Well, do you want yours?
No.
No?
I don't.
And you? And I look at the third one.
Maddox's like, sure.
Come on, let's go get a gift bag.
Yeah. And then the others, the other two start kind of snickering as you walk away, and give me a perception and alertness.
Wow, 3.
Yeah, and so as you're making your way back to the cabin, you notice that Maddock is trying to lose you, sort of. He's trying to sort of let you walk ahead just enough so that he can tail back and you not be there. But you're on to him, and he's just like.
I get there and grab one and put it in his hand.
Thanks.
Can you please take the ones for the other two? I really don't want them to feel like I didn't think about them.
You bet.
Okay. Are you going to eat these? Here, there you go.
Put them in his hand.
You want cake? It's kelp flavored. Are you into kelp?
I love kelp.
I cut a slice of cake with a sailor, just jam it in the middle. Here, you take that back with you, too.
It looks great.
Thank you. I worked really hard planning it.
He looks down. It shows.
Thank you.
And he sort of just walks away with his plate and
his cake and his gifts.
And he's just like, wow.
Fuck, it's good.
Yeah. And so
kill him with kindness, Addie.
and so they sort of walk off. After your let me see. Yes, After your incident with the Unseelie crew, and, giving Maddock his cake, you return and Lord Tierson looks dismayed. Anissa seems very worried as well, and Lord Tierson is sort of beside himself. Adelaide!
Lord Tierson, what's the matter?
Have you seen young Joshua?
Oh, no, have I seen young Joshua?
No, you haven't.
Let's see.
He's sort of, he appears to have disappeared.
I think after the cake, after he took a bite of that soldier, I got distracted and I haven't seen him since.
Mm-hmm. And so, let's see.
He might have just wandered off.
Pomona is she swears that couldn't be, as she comes up and she's, I beg your pardon.
Mm-hmm.
That could not be. I was with him. He wanted to go play carnival games, and I must have looked away for just 1 second, but when I looked back, he was not at the carnival game that he wanted to play.
He wasn't at any of the other ones either?
No, I looked all over for him.
Okay.
And
I'll try to find him.
Lord Tierson starts weeping. No!
Oh, Lord Tierson, no. Please, seeing your face like this hurts me. I'll find I have an idea. It's a good thing I have a thing for this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It is one of my soothsaying abilities. Seer's Wisp. The realm dictates who or what the changeling is trying to find. The more successes rolled, the more direct and safer the path down which the wisp leads to the changeling. This cantrip only lasts for 1 hour per dot of the seer's glamour, and can only be used to seek a single subject once per story. One odd quirk of this cantrip is that while the wisp is entirely chimerical, mortals with low banality can sometimes glimpse its light, particularly by night and in lonely places. Okay. So, here's where my knowledge of Changeling hits a wall. I'm not too sure what the method and how casting these goes.
So, what are you trying to seek? You're trying to seek Joshua. So Joshua would count as a Fae. What is your dot rating in the Fae realm? So in that case, let me pull up. Do you have the notes?
I think I do. I think in there I have a list of how it goes.
Okay, so we figured out the system pretty much. I do need to check your realm rating to see if this is something you can actually do.
Okay. Because
he is Fae. He is also so with changelings. It's kind of weird. I don't know if Fae count as if a changeling character counts as actor or Fae.
I think they count as Fae.
With Fae, that tends to be chimerical in nature.
Oh yeah, just look it up.
And so that's what I'm trying to do, but my phone's being a little slow. Give me 1 second.
Of course. And I'm going to talk about what I think I want to do.
Alternatively, let me see. I think you can unleash. And if you unleash, you'll be able to... Oh, that's right. So, you are able to go higher than the realm dot that you possess, but it will increase the difficulty for each point
remember that.
you do. So, let me scroll through the arts real quick and get to the realms, because that's what we're looking for. Get pretty close. Okay, so let me find Fae. Okay, the Cthane themselves and their stranger cousins. So yes, Fae does count towards Cthane. And
anything special about him? Like his
rank? At Fae, most non-she Cthane.
Dang it!
Yeah,
he's a she.
2 is lofty noble, so this will let you... So, yeah, so increasing the difficulty by 1 will make you able to track down a sheep.
Okay. Alright, so we'll increase the difficulty by 1. So, the bunk that I want to do.
Yep.
And so I want to take out my compact mirror, and I want to shatter it, put it in a cup, and then kind of scatter it like you would dice to read the pattern.
And where are you doing this?
Probably in front of a bonfire.
Okay.
Because is there a lot of those going on? Imagine this is a beach party.
Yeah, there's one big one right in the middle where there's a bunch of people dancing and hanging out and stuff.
Yep, so I'm gonna go right amongst them, dig through my bag, find my compact mirror.
Adelaide has always struck me as somebody who is very particular about the cleanliness of this beach.
It is.
And so, pouring shards of broken glass on this,
I could probably put something down, but I might scoop the sand back up into the cup and just be like, okay, gotta go, guys, and then carry the cup.
Okay.
So, until I scoop it up, people are probably gonna be like, what the hell are you doing?
Yeah, alright.
Don't mind me.
So yeah, you go around, and how much attention are you gonna try to draw to yourself while doing this?
I'm the type of person where no matter where I go, I draw a lot of attention. It's the curse of being a sheep.
Beautiful.
Of being unbelievably beautiful.
Okay.
So yeah, no, I go there. Maybe I take off my cover up.
So
very elegant.
This does feel a little bit like an occult roll. Because you do still have to
have to roll it. Yep.
Depending on the nature of the bunk.
Fortune telling.
Yeah.
Because I have that as a special skill.
Good job.
Yes! Okay. So I go.
Roll fortune telling
and wits and perception, manipulation.
Perception. Fortune telling and perception. And.
Okay. All right, let's see how it goes.
We'll see if you do it and draw proper attention to yourself.
Oh, no, I don't think I do. This sucks. Okay.
So, it looks like you got a 10. Was that a specialty or a special skill?
It was a special skill.
Okay.
Didn't get it. Oh, well. And so I do it. I break the mirrors with my thumbs.
Yep.
Put it into a cup, like I'm kneeling right in front of the fire. Just put it in there, put the thing back, shake up the glass.
Yeah, and it looks like, it doesn't look like anybody really saw you do it. And so, you don't get the -1. You'll be rolling this at difficulty 9 as you are.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to spend a willpower.
Okay. So
I'm doing my best. And so I scoop it back, and I'm still going to carry it with me like it worked, because you probably don't notice it, do you?
Yeah. No.
You don't notice it until you do it.
Yeah.
And so I scoop it back up, and I'm going to carry this after interpreting what I see.
Yep.
Pick it back up. And then I'm gonna roll.
Let me just confirm real quick the last little piece of cantrips difficulty modifiers. So, because of the area that you're in being somewhat glamourful, you'll lose 2 or lose 1 to the difficulty.
So I'm back at 8.
Yeah, you're back at 8.
Okay.
And.
Still difficult.
Cantrip casted on. Let's see. Using a kid's affinity realm. Is this one of your affinity realms?
What do you mean?
Is Fae one of the she affinity? Is Fae the she affinity realm?
Oh, I actually don't know. Let me see. Where would it say that?
It would say that on the she page. Probably in the main book. Let me pull it up.
I have...
So, She Affinity Realm. The Autumn She Affinity Realm is Fae.
What does that mean?
So,
that means...
It means -1 to your difficulty.
Okay,
every time you
so
use Fae as your realm.
7.
So, you're sitting on 7 right now. Yep, okay, so
I'm rolling my 3
7
dice.
is your difficulty.
Okay,
And you've
spent
got
a willpower.
dice pool of 3. You've got 1 automatic success.
Come on, baby.
Baby.
2.
2. So 3 total successes.
Oh my goodness. Let me see what goes on. Let me see. Oh, I don't think successes really change a lot.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Does it give you an amount of time, or
this cantrip lasts 1 hour per dot of the Seer's Glamour, so like 5 hours.
5 hours? All right.
Wait, yeah, 5 hours, and so yeah, it doesn't really appear to have a. This is one of the ones that doesn't have a.
All right, no problem.
Extra stuff, but
so yeah,
it's still good.
You are good, and
I'm gonna carry around my cup in front of me, and
so you see the wisp of light just sort of leap out of the flame. And
just kind of hover above the cup and then just go.
Yeah, and then it's moving along the path. You do see it pass by the game that Anissa was playing, and it sort of hovered, or not Anissa, Pomona had taken him to. You see it hover around that game for a little bit, and then you see it sort of wander away from the. It wanders away from a lot of the festivities.
Yeah, but so pretty much everyone just sees me holding out a cup running through the festival.
Yeah. And,
like, oh, Adelaide is up to it again.
Let's see here. So, yeah, you start making your way down the beach, down into the more southern part of the beach, where you tend to see more warehouses and factories and things like that. You're now far enough away from the festival that you're not. You don't even really hear it anymore. You're kind of on the other side of town.
I'm gonna start calling out his name.
Yep. And you don't get any responses.
I'm still
you
following. You
don't get any responses in kind, but you do see the wisp sort of pick up and then dart off toward a warehouse. And outside of the warehouse, you can see some security guards. They don't appear to be Fae. They're not Cathane or anything like that. They're just some mundane security guards.
Oh. Ooh, weird. And so when I look at the wisp, it's definitely pointing.
The wisp goes inside of the warehouse.
Okay. So she sees them and is like, okay, this kind of looks shady. This kind of seems like a kidnapping sort of thing. This is not ideal.
Yeah, give me a it's an investigation.
Yeah. Two. Yes.
So yeah, you can look down and you can actually see tire treads along the beach that do head that way.
Oh.
Like, it looks like maybe like a 4-wheeler or maybe a Jeep or something.
Oh no. Yeah, no, this looks 100% like a kidnapping to me. In the big scheme of things, would you say that, like, Addie knows a lot of the people in this small town?
Addie knows a lot of the people in this small town, yes.
Yeah, like, do I know any off-duty police officers or anything like that I harass all the time?
Maybe not, like, you probably know a police officer.
I'm wondering if I shouldn't, like call 911 or something. This is 100% someone got kidnapped on the beach. Like, this is Amber Alert shit. Yeah. I'm going to attempt to stay hidden a little bit and try to text somebody.
Okay.
Or text Sid, and because I'm sure he's already heard the ruckus, and say, I'm at the warehouse. I think he's been kidnapped. And so I'm sure it's just going to make everyone freak out.
Yeah, he says, okay, I will let Lord Tierson know. And,
come here fast, please.
Yeah. And so maybe give me a stealth roll. Just stealth and dexterity to remain unseen.
Let's see how it goes. I'm not really good at being unseen. What's my difficulty here? 6. Okay, 1.
Okay, so that'll buy you about 30 minutes of being unseen.
Okay, please, guys.
And so, before long, you do see Sid, Lily, and William come running. They are... Yeah, they talk about how they come and inform you that a lot of the knockers like to work in this particular little factory.
Oh,
and
no.
They had noticed that somebody has been paying for security to keep a lookout on it, possibly the actual owner of the building. But, it's prevented them from being able to do a lot of their work.
Oh. We have a good old-fashioned Mr. Crocker.
Mm-hmm.
Like from
Fairy Godparents!
Yes!
Fairies!
Fairies! And, I maybe I can, try to... I can't try to get in, or if I can't try to talk to those guys. I mean, they seem like really official kind of guys.
They're definitely more... They're not, fully armed tactical military security. They're more like security of the Paul Blart kind.
Then that means I could just chat them up while my friends go inside.
You could.
Or alternatively, I can make them chat up and I could go inside to find the little boy.
Mm-hmm. And there's give me perception and alertness.
Come on. 1 success.
Okay. With 1 success, you can definitely see the 2 in the front of the building, kind of just hanging out at the door. One of them is in the a little booth. Looks pretty... looks like it's in disrepair. This place doesn't look like it's seen a whole lot of movement or anything like that in quite a while. But you see the guy sitting in the booth, and then you see a guy standing at the door. The booth is clearly for people who are coming in through the front. There is a bit of a fence around the thing, and so if you want to get in, the easiest way would just be to go through the front. However, you would have to interact with the security guard.
I'm sure I can ask the security guard to go in. Okay, so you said that knockers work here. Do I know any of them?
Any of the knockers? Doyle is among one of them.
Oh, Doyle is the one who works here.
Who likes to work at this? They like coming here because it gives them an ability. It gives them the ability to just sort of work on their shit without being bothered by mundane sources. And so, they've been kind of upset because, they can't really get in, and there's these security guards here, and no one's really too sure why.
Okay, I'm going to say that. I think what I'm going to do to try to get him to let me inside is say that my good friend Doyle left some stuff in there and he wants me to get it. Would that be feasible? I don't know. What do mechanics leave? Tools? Is tools vague enough? What are those rolly things that people get on when they work on cars?
Little...
the ones that you lay down on and you roll around under the car?
Yeah, I'm not really... I
don't really know what those...
I call them scooters.
Oh, scooters?
I don't know if that's the proper
proper nomenclature.
Yeah.
I don't think so either. Okay, and I can say that how old is Doyle's human...
Doyle sort of...
You think I'd be able to get away with he's my dad?
No, he's
not old enough.
He's a teenager.
Dang it. Brother?
He's 19 maybe, and he is... he's 19, but he kind of has the soul of an 86-year-old who's just grumpy all the fucking time.
I mean... Yeah. That's fair. Okay, no, I'm gonna say he's my brother, and, But I'm gonna try to get in. He asked me to come by and pick it up. All right, let's see how that goes.
Okay, so give me. Let me think. It would be maybe
empathy, expression.
Empathy or expression, depending on how you wanna phrase this.
Okay, so if I use expression and my specialty in storytelling, do you think I could really convince this guy that this is the case?
Yeah. If
I weave a ridiculous
story, it would be, so, because this is your first time meeting this guy, you will be rolling appearance.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
It'll be appearance and expression.
Yeah, you're right. So?
And I understand that to be quite a dice pool for you.
Yeah, it kind of is. I mean, but you never know with Mo.
Yeah.
You never know with Mo. Nah, it was great. Yeah, no, things came out real well. I got 4 successes.
4 successes. Yep. And
that actually is probably my best roll.
So tell me what that looks like.
Probably after I've confirmed that they are indeed going to be here shortly, I'm probably going to send them a text saying I'm going to try to get in.
Your phone, so after you send that text and you run up, you do note that your phone is kind of getting blown up while you're giving the story.
I'm going to say that that's him blowing up my phone.
Yeah.
And so I kind of go up to him and say, excuse me?
Yes.
I need to get inside. Are you the normal night guard?
I mean, I am now.
Oh. Would it be too much trouble?
Wait, you need to get inside?
Yeah, I need to get my brother's scooter.
Scooter?
You know that thing where you get on your back and you get under stuff? He'd left it here when he was working here.
Look, nobody's supposed to have worked here
in a couple weeks. Yeah, I know. And he's
years.
Years?
Years. This place has been shut down, and apparently a lot of people have been breaking in and doing a lot of things that they're not supposed to be doing in here.
Oh no!
And that's why we've been hired out as security for this place.
Is all the stuff still in there?
Should be, but I'll be honest with you, it's probably anything that's in there belongs to the owner at this point. Oh.
Well, do you think you could let me get by with it just this once? Please?
He phones ahead and just...
you don't really have to do that. You could just let me in.
Well, I got a guard up at the door.
Okay.
He's gonna have to let you in.
Okay. I just don't want you to get in trouble.
He phones ahead and says, hey, there's this girl coming along down the thing. She says that, her brother has some stuff in there, and that this is, just this once, go in there with her, get whatever she needs, and then, take her out. And guard's like, are you sure about that? Yeah, no, her story seems legit. Just go ahead and let her in, and we'll mark it down. We'll mark it down in the records and present it to the boss at the end of the day.
Yeah, that's fine.
And he says, all right, well, it's your ass. And so
until I go and I charm that guy too.
And so he opens the little gate for cars to get in, and you just walk on in.
Thank you. Thank you. I read his name tag.
Yeah,
Mark.
Yeah. And so you look at your phone and it says, hey, don't do that. A lot of texts say, don't go in alone, could be dangerous, things like that.
I text, I'm in.
Adelaide.
I run to the door.
And so you go to the door and you see the other security guard there.
Hi, it's me.
And he's just like, okay, well, come on, let's go in.
No problem. Do you have a flashlight? Is it dark?
I can turn the light on.
Thank you.
And so,
I'm still holding my cup, and as soon as I go in there, I'm gonna run to wherever the cup is telling me to go to.
Yep. And, let me see here. Give me a second. Okay, so here's the description of the place. Having determined Joshua's location, whether by magic or plain old investigation, it's time to retrieve him. The warehouses holding warehouses holding most of the spare or broken parts of the rides and attractions sits a few miles away at the very edges of town, out of sight of the boardwalk proper, and are rarely visited even by locals. With few doors and even fewer windows, looking inside is a bit difficult but not impossible task. 3 warehouses sit side by side, all glowing faintly with the glamour leached from housing generations of knocker inventions.
Nice.
One in particular seems to be hosting some activity. The main entrance of the warehouse is a large garage door, currently closed and locked. Next to it is a door that leads to a small office overseeing the floor of the warehouse. Around the side and hidden from sight is a guard patrolling another locked door with a keypad requiring an access code. You have convinced the fella to let you in.
Mm-hmm.
And inside it is claustrophobically cluttered with all manner of mechanical debris. The interior of the warehouse hosts a maze of floor-to-ceiling shelves on one side of the large room and all manner of odds and ends that were once part of rides, signs, and attractions on the other. The center of the room has been cleared, leaving the rest of the once organized room in disarray as its contents were haphazardly adjusted to make space for the young captive.
This is all bad. Well, I'm sure that they'll be able to get into.
And so, the security guard eventually just sort of backs away.
What's wrong?
He leaves. And you are and the door sort of locks behind you. Sitting in the middle of the room are 4 enchanted guards. They are sort of sitting there in a daze. They're much like the ones on the outside.
Oh.
They're just sort of sitting there next to Joshua, and as you Joshua, who's sitting in a chair playing a Game Boy.
Joshua.
Oh, hi, Adelaide.
Hi. What are you doing here?
Oh, I'm here because, well, your friend brought me.
Which friend?
Gosh, what was her name? They said that it was supposed to be, it's like a surprise party.
Oh, a surprise party?
Yeah, and he points up. And up on top of the junk is a large chimerical sphinx, sitting there, looking down at you.
Oh. Good evening.
Good evening.
I'm sorry for crashing your surprise party, but everybody's really worried about Joshua.
Of course, Joshua is a fine young man. So yes, the chimerical sphinx is sitting above the room, just sort of laying in place and looking down upon you with a slight disdain.
Well, I am sorry for crashing your party.
No party.
Is it just a kidnapping?
I care little for the method by which he was brought here. However, I will do my utmost to guard him.
Oh. From?
From you, my dear.
Oh!
And anyone else who will seek to take him.
To take him from you. Oh. Who are you guarding him for?
Does that really matter?
Yes, very much.
How about this?
Are we gonna, play a riddle game?
We are going to play a riddle game, my dear.
I'm very interested in that.
Here is my riddle.
Oh, okay.
I'm tall when I'm young. I'm short when I'm old. What am I?
Are you a candle?
I am a candle. Very nice.
Oh, thank you.
And then he jumps off. He jumps off in front of Joshua, just standing between the two of you. The enchanted, some of the enchanted guards start taking out their like police batons and stuff.
That definitely makes me nervous. I don't want to get hit with a baton.
Let's play again.
Okay.
How can a pants pocket be empty and still have something in it?
If it has a hole in it.
Well done.
Yes! Thank God I know a lot of riddles. Finally, one of my stupid, useless talents comes into handy.
And he sort of leans over you, and he's a big
old
boy.
nervous.
He's like 10 feet tall.
Oh, wow.
And he sort of towers over you, smiling a toothy feline grin. One more.
Is this the last one? The third one?
Yes, this is certainly the last one.
Okay, I'm ready.
In a one-story pink house, there was a pink person, a pink cat, a pink fish, a pink computer, a pink chair, a pink table, a pink telephone, a pink shower. Everything was pink. What color were the stairs?
It's a one-story house, there are no stairs.
He grins widely. Correct.
Thank you.
You are very good at riddles.
I appreciate that compliment.
You hear some violence occurring outside. Hey, what? Bonk.
Oh.
And, the door gets kicked in. The Sphinx looks ahead, looks back at the door. What is this? And, Lily, Sid, and William.
Show up like the Three Musketeers.
Yeah, they bust in, and, Lily's got a bat, and everything's going on, and, Joshua's like, well, what's going on?
Well, I mean, I've answered all of your riddles. So I simply have to take Josh back to the other party that was made just for him.
No, I don't think you will.
That's not okay. I answered all your riddles.
We never had an arrangement that
You're
would
not a
allow
very
you
good
to
Sphinx.
take Joshua.
Well, what was the riddle for?
We were simply playing a game before I eat you.
Oh man, I didn't consider that at all. And I back up.
And, alright, let's, roll some initiative.
Oh, Jesus Christ. And so what? Initiative is it's wits and alertness.
Just take one die.
One die.
Add your wits and alertness to the total, and that's your point.
14.
14, really good.
I got a 10. This isn't a very good Sphinx.
12. The Sphinx has 12. Everyone else is sitting pretty on 6. And then the guards are 8. So, you, Sphinx, guards, crew.
Okay. I know what I'm going to do.
Okay.
I'm going to throw my cup full of sand and glass in its eyes.
Okay.
And then I'm going to run and get the boy.
Okay.
Alright, so do I just toss it?
So,
what's the deal here?
If we're wanting this to damage or distract...
I just want a distraction or something.
So,
I gotta get that little boy.
Make it intimidation and dexterity.
Alright, we're rolling 2 dice. Let's go. a 10, so I got 1.
So you got 1 success. Go ahead and roll 2.
What's this for? 1.
Okay. So yeah, you splash your cup. You splash your cup up like up in his face, and he just. And there's like sand and glass and all that in his eyes, and
I gotta run.
he gives a bit of quarter. Joshua looks scared at this point. He sees people with bats. He sees guards with batons and guns and tasers and things like that. And he's scared. He will take some comforting on the next turn to fix up. Okay. The Sphinx is back. He's backed up against a wall. Behind him are these like old roller coaster bits.
Yeah.
And he's just sort of
pawing at his
face, trying to get the.
Thank God that bunk.
To get the sand out of his eyes, and so he's distracted this turn.
All right, I just need to get the little boy.
The guards. While all that's going on, the guards are rushing towards the exits to block them off. The rest of the crew runs in, and they sort of like just gang up on the guard who runs to block their exit.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna... Oh God, thanks guys.
And so it's your turn.
I'm gonna rush over to him, and I have to comfort him before I can get him to go.
Yeah, it'll be empathy and charisma for you.
Okay, that's not bad. Will my captivating bonus get me anything on this one? Empathy.
Probably.
Right. That just means that if I get a 10, I roll again?
Yeah. No, if you get 10, it counts as 2.
Awesome. What's the difficulty?
6.
I do a good job.
Let me see.
This was a 10, so I brought it over.
Oh, okay.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
6 successes. Joshua's like, yeah, let's go.
Yeah, we have to go. Come on.
And so he's like, this is awesome.
Oh, yeah, but we have to leave right now, or we might get hit with sticks.
Wait, I can help.
No, you can't.
And so you're trying to grab on him, and he's like sitting there thinking he could play superhero here.
No.
And
he gets to play superhero once we're away from the Sphinx.
Yep. And you start rushing away, and the Sphinx is sitting there. No. And you and Joshua are starting to make your way towards which exit?
The one that my buddies are clearing.
Okay. So yeah, they've pretty much cleared that.
They just hit that guy with a bat.
Yeah, one of them took out one of his leg. Lily took out his leg with
one
a bat.
Got behind him and the other one pushed.
Yeah.
Like, it was ganged up on him.
Yeah, this enchanted guard is just like out of it. He's having a hard time. And so as you're running across the room, a bullet sort of tears through a cardboard box next to you. And some of the security guards have guns drawn and things like that. The Sphinx is now going to jump across the warehouse to block off that door and try to get the crew out of the way.
Oh, good.
And so,
good Lord.
He does that, and let me see how well he does on that. Okay. So, yeah, he jumps over there and like the ground pounds as he hits the ground and swipes at Sid, knocking him back up against a wall. It sort of hip checks Lily. She gets bumped back and he roars. He roars with defiance as you sort of run up and you stop and you're looking him right in the face.
You have to let us go if you lose at my riddle.
Your riddle. I'm very good at riddles.
I know that you are.
And if I win?
Then... Well... Then I guess... I have to go.
You have to leave?
I guess so.
Without the boy?
I suppose. Oh. Well, you have to let all of us go. I mean, me and them. I guess you can have the boy.
But not the boy.
I mean... I suppose. I mean, that's of course if you win, so I mean, you get what you want, right?
Seal it with glamour.
Okay. No problem.
So, go ahead and spend a point of glamour.
Oh.
He uses the contract art to seal you to your word that if you lose this,
you have to let us go.
You have to let you will leave Joshua, and 2, you and your crew will leave.
That's if. Yeah.
That is if
I win.
If you win, you get to take Joshua. If
I
you
get
lose,
to take us.
You must leave.
Yeah. So how it is we get to go.
So
not like me, Joshua, and then they get to keep Lily. Like,
right.
We get to exit.
Yes, you do all get to exit. This is
if I win.
A fairly straightforward contract.
You have to be careful with contracts is the thing, because, they'll sit there and be like, well, actually.
No,
that's how Sphinxes are. That's just their MO.
Yeah. No, he was very straightforward with you about the rules, so you have to defeat him in a riddle contest.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
You can look one up real quick.
I'm debating whether or not I should use the gazebo fact that I looked up.
Is that a riddle?
I don't know. It's kind of like where the real one is located. Where this particular gazebo is located. Okay, we'll try it, and then you give me a thumbs up, thumbs down.
Yeah,
okay,
I'll let you know if this is like a riddle.
Too weird, yeah. In America's favorite musical, The Sound of Music, there's a famous gazebo scene in which the daughter Lysel has a beautiful musical number with her lover. Where is that gazebo located?
It's not a riddle.
It's not a riddle?
No, that's a fact. That would be trivia.
Trivia. Okay.
And he says as much. That's trivia.
Is that trivia?
That's not a riddle.
Are you sure?
Yes.
I'll contest you on it, but fine. Give me a second. Okay. I'm gonna look up a riddle. Pause it.
Okay.
Alright, my riddle. What flies when it's born, lies when it's alive, and runs when it's dead?
What flies when it's alive, runs,
lies when it's alive,
lies when it's alive, and runs while it's dead. I will give him a roll.
Please suck at riddles, riddle monster.
You can do a roll in kind.
Sure, what do I roll?
Contest his roll.
Enigmas?
Huh? Enigmas?
I have dots in Enigma.
Yeah. That would be the roll.
Enigma and what? Perception or wits?
Enigma and wits.
2. How did he do? Did he do real good?
I know it.
Alright.
It is a fly.
You're wrong.
What?
It's not a fly.
What is it?
It's a snowflake. You've lost. Excuse me, my friend.
A snowflake.
Think about it.
He starts thinking about it.
Alright, come on guys, we gotta go! I grab the boy's hand, fucking pick up. God, that's a good one. I'm gonna use that later.
It's a good one.
I fucking run from the Sphinx.
Yeah, so you get out of there, and you can see Sid's car is parked not far away. It is a very like robin's egg blue sort of classic Corvette that you might see at a Dairy Queen in Copper's Cove.
Ooh, the one that like Lana Del Rey will sit on the hood.
Yes,
yeah.
And so yeah.
Sid?
Yeah, you get in and Sid drives off and rolls out.
Oh,
and
wow,
you
guys.
Get away with Joshua.
Oh.
Wow, Adelaide, that was really smart.
Oh, yeah, that was really smart. Oh, wow, I'm sweating like a pig. Ooh. How are you guys? How's everybody?
They're like battered and bruised.
When you come back from the club and when you almost died.
Except for William Ash is just sort of sitting in the back like, I didn't get hit.
Huh. Yeah, you didn't. Okay, alright, Josh, I hate to be a grump. I don't like being like this. But you really can't walk away from people.
I didn't walk away.
Well, I mean...
It's
like a stranger danger sort of thing. Oh, did they pick you up?
Yeah.
Oh my god!
I was picked up by a really nice girl. And her friends.
Oh. Well...
Her name was Shadra.
Shadra? Do I know a Shadra? That red cap. Why would she do something like that? That's effed up.
Yeah, they took me over to the warehouse.
What did they say they were going to do?
They just said that they wanted me to hang out there for a little bit, and then they gave me my Game Boy.
And then what was up with the Sphinx?
The Sphinx was there to guard it. They exchanged glamour or something. I think that's what they did. They gave the Sphinx some glamour and said, guard me well.
Oh.
You have to be a good distraction.
Oh, that's not good. Sid, you have to go faster. I have a feeling that something disastrous is about to happen. I'm not usually wrong.
And so, yeah, you after driving back to the docks, you can see that fireworks have started at the beach. It's all very beautiful, and this is that perfect time of the night where everything's really beautiful. Hidden amongst the chimerical aspect of the world, you are seeing a dragon sort of sit back and breathe fireworks all over like Lord Tierson and some of the others. They are sitting back trying to repel it. You can see their mortal forms. It looks like they're just sort of dancing. But really, they are avoiding the fires of this fireworks dragon.
What?
And as you make it back, Lord Tierson says, Lord Joshua, excellent.
We have to go.
Yes, I should say so. The freehold, they barricaded it. They went in. They want the glamour for themselves. Those rabble rousers.
It was Shadra. Shadra kidnapped Josh. I'm gonna go have a word with them. Oh, I'm so...
Please!
I'm about to cuss. Ooh.
And Sid and Lily and William are just like...
Here, I take...
Some of us should stay behind and deal with this.
Fine, that's fine. And whoever wants to come with me can. Listen, Joshua. You stay by them. If you don't know someone, please don't go with them.
My lady, you must make a decision, says Sid. He sort of leans over and whispers.
What?
Who are you taking with us? Two of us are pretty pretty injured. It's hard to say whether or not we would be of use to you. More of you in dispatching this chimerical dragon, or At the freehold, where three rowdy changelings are supping all of the glamour directly out of the balefire.
Have you ever fought a dragon before?
I could fight one.
You interested in fighting that dragon? I'll let you fight the dragon. William, now that I've known these guys, what are the kind of things that these guys are good at? I mean,
William is a contortionist and general.
Does he know how to use a knife?
Type? Yes, he does.
I'll take one. William said wasn't hurt. Remember?
William was not hurt.
William, you have to come with me.
You got it.
Listen, Joshua, stay here and promise me that you will not go with people you don't know ever. Okay?
Yeah, I'm gonna fight the dragon.
Yes, you. Oh, be very careful. It's very real. Its flames hurt.
I know.
Okay.
And so he gets out. He gets out of the thing and just unleashes Wayfair.
I gotta go.
He just sort of teleports away. And
I love it. I love it. Okay, I gotta go.
And so you rush away, and you run out to face Shadra and some of the others.
Oh man, William, I never thought I'd have to use a taser, but I think I'm gonna have to use one tonight.
Do you have a taser?
Probably, yeah.
Okay, I'll give you a taser.
I imagine that's one of the few things. Louis just like, please, if you're going to be sleeping on the beach at 3 o'clock in the morning, can you please take a taser?
Yep. Let's see. Let me
I think I actually even...
Okay, so as you're making your way through the crowds that are just sitting up enjoying the fireworks and your allies who are
fighting an actual
with a dragon and like some knights and stuff.
It's pretty awesome over there, honestly.
Yeah, you make your way through and you start running down the boardwalk with William. You stop and you see Maddock sort of sitting on the beach, looking up. Huh? Oh, it's you!
Yes, it is me. I've dispatched the Chimera, and I'm here.
By yourself?
Single-handedly. You underestimate my power.
He looks a little worried by that. Go ahead and...
I want to intimidate him.
Intimidate and manipulation.
Nice. Oh, wow!
Yeah, there you go.
1, 2, 4.
4. Alright, so, Maddock gets up and, William pulls out a very finely crafted chimerical, knife. It looks sort of like it has like a little circus motif.
Yes.
It's got a little circus motif, and he unstraps it from under his sleeve and just is holding it and is like, alright. And Maddock is like,
So are you going to show me inside?
He runs off back to the cabin, which is like it's a ways away even from here. He runs off and you give chase.
Give chase.
And he runs up and he's like knocking on the door of the place. Let me in, Shadra. Let me in. And you could hear Shadra on the inside say, "Suck an egg, Maddock."
Oh.
And, yeah, you make your way up, and, she's gonna hurt me! Who's gonna hurt you? Adelaide! Adelaide? Who's she with? One of those out-of-towner guys! One? Get back, I can handle this. And she, unbarricades the door and steps out, and Shadra's like, I'm gonna kick your ass, Adelaide.
Oh. You really don't have to.
We really do. See, we're getting tired of you lofty royal types coming in, telling us how to live, how to harvest, how to be. And so, today, we're letting off the flames of revolution.
Oh, so you're doing a hostile takeover.
A coup.
Oh. Wow. I'd say it was decently organized. Not to be mean to the Sphinx or anything, but he was kind of a pushover.
Huh.
Was that the best that you guys had?
No. I'm the best that we have.
I believe that.
And you can see her sharp teeth. Just like, she kind of punches her hand together and is like looking down at you.
Huh. Okay. I believe that. Well, I elect my champion as my good friend here.
What?
He's my champion.
William looks over. What?
Mm-hmm.
Look, I don't care about your rules.
Oh.
That's the whole point. I'm gonna kick your ass.
Oh, well, this is my freehold, though. Not mine, but, you know.
Not yours anymore.
Oh?
If you can't hold it, then it's not really yours, is it?
Oh. Okay. That seems sort of fair, but, I mean, you haven't really taken it from me yet. You just kind of went inside and locked the door. I mean, I suppose that, okay, that does seem a little bit like it, but, yeah, I still elect him as my champion.
I'll beat his ass, too.
Okay, but you said that there's no rules? You're not going to listen to the rules?
Hmm?
Okay, no, you can fight him. Go ahead.
Are you stupid?
Wow, no. Chandra, why are you like this? Why are you so hateful?
I'm hateful because I'm tired of being pushed around and living under a bridge.
Chandra, I've always tried to be nice to you.
You try to be nice to me in that hoity-toity, I'm your better sort of way, and it pisses me off.
Oh. Well, I suppose I'm sorry that you interpreted it that way. I didn't mean to make you feel that way. I was actually just trying to be nice. I figured maybe you just had like a bad upbringing or something. And that's why like you were so aggressive. But you can still fight my friend.
Alright, enough of this.
No, you can fight my friend.
And so she...
I'm gonna let her fight them and I'm gonna tase her.
And so, yep, yeah, let's roll some initiative. Alright. Oh, okay.
8.
Chandra did good.
Dang, girl. Well, I mean, she is an awesome red cap, so that makes sense.
Chandra got a 17.
Damn, girl!
And
she's gonna beat his ass.
Chandra got a 17. William got a 14.
Okay, that's good. That means I go last, which is fantastic, because I'm just gonna tase her in the butt.
Alright, so...
Because, honestly, I can't do anything.
Alright, so, Chandra Chandra takes out her... She's got, like, this sort of, it's this chimerical, like orc sword. It's got like a what do you call it? Like a brass knuckle handle.
Ooh, that's cool.
Brass knuckle handle with like spikes coming out.
Yeah, she's
like
a badass.
A big old blade, like a machete type blade attached to it. It looks very Warhammer. And yeah, so she's going to take a swing at William.
Please, William, be careful.
And
murk the fuck out of William.
he is going to be rolling with 7 dice.
Generically slay William. He's just walking around in a daze for the next few days. William, you alright?
3 successes. Let's see what William's stats look like. William has 2 stamina. Alright, so 2 plus 5. Alright. So she swings, she like double hand swings at William, and William like backs away and gets nicked. Just
It'll make a cool chimerical scar later, don't worry.
And so...
It'll be badass.
William's going to jump forward and do a little stabby. William is going to do something else instead.
Is he bad at it?
He's not good at it.
I was misled to William's abilities.
Let me see.
Maybe he's good at something else.
William is good at some things. William is going to use Metamorphosis.
Ooh.
Let me look that up. So William looks at Shadra and goes, Shadra, 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 Adras, Adras, Adras. And,
ooh.
Gives this Metamorphosis bunk a roll at difficulty 6.
Come on, baby.
Oh, wow.
Do you do really good or really bad?
So at 3 successes, she's swinging and she suddenly shrinks down to about a fourth of her normal size. She's like the size of a toddler at this point. And, what the?
Oh, we should tie her up.
What? No! And so,
Gonna tie her up with my shawl, like, no, you.
And, she's swinging, so you're gonna have to, like, get a good,
get her sword from her! Get her sword! Get that terrifying little sword from her!
That's what you're gonna have to do. That's your turn?
Jeez, I don't know.
This could be brawl, or it could be melee. It will almost certainly involve dexterity. Or alternatively, you could try to intimidate her with your new size over her.
I'm gonna get you, Shadra. I'm gonna take out the little taser and be like, "Don't move, Shadra, or I'll get you right in the chest." I don't feel good about it, but I say it. Stop it! Stop it! Put the knife down!
Roll Intimidate. This will be Intimidate and Manipulate.
Ooh. Not a great roll, but... 2.
Okay. She sort of looks at the
Come
situation.
Come on, put it down!
And she looks back at at Maddock, who is looking out of the window at this point from inside the place, and no. And she's going to try to swing.
Oh shit!
She's going to swing at you. And so you can do athletics to dodge.
Let me see.
If that has an interest to you, she's going to get 3 less dice because of her size.
Yeah, I'll try to dodge. I don't know. I'm probably going to get stabbed with a tiny little knife.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh shit, 3.
Yeah, she botched. And so, how do you want this to look?
I want to take my cup and use it to kind of defend myself.
Yeah, you
and bop it out of her hand,
and you bop the little knife out of her hand, and as it swings across the floor, as it swings across the sand, it turns into like a regular butter knife. And she's, I'll still fight you.
Fine, you can still fight me, Shadra. I don't want to fight you.
And William reaches up and just grabs her from behind. Got her!
Where are your friends? Here, use this to... I take off my shawl. Here, use this to tie her up. No. Talk to her friends.
No.
I go in there.
And they have the door barred.
Open the door. Knock, 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 knock. Knock, 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 knock.
Knock, knock.
Come on, open the door!
And, they, let me see. Let me go back to yours to keep and pull up. Oh boy. Let's see. Cardis, opens the door.
Whose idea was it?
Here to negotiate our terms of surrender.
Yeah, kinda. Let's go to the table. We have to talk.
He lets you in and
Come
closes
on.
the door.
Everybody sit at the table.
William's sitting there. Chadra's still tied up.
Whose idea was it?
They look at Chandra.
Was it all her idea?
Well, I mean, Cardis looks and he's like, well, I thought about using the boy as a distraction and hiring the Chimera.
You realize that those guards were shooting actual bullets?
You don't understand at all how we feel.
Well, I would if you guys would talk to me when I tried to talk to you. You guys always just, like, you guys are really weird anytime I try to be friendly. And I guess I get it that I guess I come off as, like, holier than thou, kinda. Is that right?
Mm-hmm. Something like that.
I don't mean that. And I'd be willing to compromise. But you guys, like, can't do this kind of stuff. That's not okay. It's really not okay. Someone could have gotten shot. That police officer shot. The bullet was like... My ears are still ringing. They were shooting real bullets.
He sort of looks over and... What successful revolution?
Go on.
What successful revolution didn't have a little blood?
I mean, none of us have anything to do with all of this. Like, what if Josh had gotten shot? He's brand new. He's just a little boy.
He's just sort of...
Are you guys really unhappy here? Like, that bad? Have you guys ever thought about... I mean, not to sound like I'm trying to kick you out or anything, but, you know, down south, Miss De Winter probably aligns a little more with you guys. Do you have a bad relationship with her?
She are all the same. Doesn't matter if they're seelie or unseelie. They'll all just be telling us what to do, how to get our glamour, how to live our lives.
Yeah.
And that's not for us.
You don't think your ideals would align with hers any better? Because, I mean, I know that there is contention between how Celia and Celie work. And maybe you guys would be happier there.
Deepwood Glen is a shithole.
I mean, you're not wrong, but...
We like Point Avalon.
Yeah?
It suits us. All of the good glamour is in Point Avalon. And so you telling us to just go somewhere else, where there's fewer resources, fewer people to harvest from, just to get out of your pretty little hair.
I mean, not to get out of my hair, but you guys kind of seem miserable. I mean, I could kick you out, but I don't want to go to that immediately, even though you kind of got me shot at. And I am a little sour.
We didn't know that the Sphinx would enchant guards.
Yeah, well, they sure did. They also injured a bunch of my friends, and so...
Alright, what do you want what are the terms? You've won. We're not going to fight anymore. Your friends are probably on the way. You've dealt with the dragon by now, certainly.
Well, this is still a negotiating table. Do you have any proposals? Reasonable proposals. To improve the quality of your life if you're that miserable.
Let us harvest the way we want.
That's dangerous. See, there I go. Ooh, this is a hard decision. I can't let you harvest the way you want. If you do, and you do it too often, probably will only be a matter of time till Point Avalon is just like Deepwood Glen. It's nice here because we keep you guys from doing that more aggressive form of harvesting. Something else. Because we want to keep Point Avalon nice, right? That's what you want, right?
Of course.
You want it to stay nice?
Yeah.
You don't want people to show up and leave drained permanently, never to come back? We can both agree on that, right?
There will always be more dreamers.
I don't know about that. Not to like be dramatic or anything, but the Autumn world is lacking dreamers in the big scheme of things. I mean, why cut down the tree when you can just take the apples, right?
Fine. We surrender under the terms that at least once a week we can sleep at the Balefire.
That's completely reasonable. Yeah. And
Each of us.
that makes sense. I don't know about Shadra because of her nonsense.
Each of us. We can't starve out Shadra.
No, I don't want her to die. I just want her to stop being so aggressive. Under supervision, yes. I feel like that's fair. And in return, because these are under my terms, I want one boon from each of you for in the future. Because I did get shot at. I feel like that's fair. Do you think it's fair? What about your friend?
Looks over at Maddock, and Maddock is like...
Maddock doesn't seem to have strong opinions one way or the other. He's just roped into this because those are his friends.
Poor Maddock.
He looks over at Shadra, and Shadra's like...
I mean...
Deal.
Okay. Deal.
And Shadra gives him a look.
I'm sorry, Shadra. It's for your own good. I promise.
Seal that immediately.
Oh.
You will not be... You did fine work in negotiating their surrender, my dear. However, these creatures are not honest.
Like, I just sort of make a face like...
Seal... I will seal those words immediately. They will repay their boon to you and to each of us.
Ooh, that's
for ruining this night. What?
That's a lot.
That's practically servitude. It won't happen.
That does seem like a lot. We just kind of want to get them out of here. And I kind of let him go.
We'll seal it to Adelaide. None of the rest of you.
That's fair. I am the spokesperson of this freehold. And I sort of like square up my shoulders like, yeah, I have responsibility and I'm doing a good job.
Fine.
I'm ready. Are you ready?
The contract is sealed with glamour.
Yeah.
You do it.
Doot.
They do it as well. Boom. And they owe you one boon, and in exchange, they will be permitted to sleep the freehold one night out of the week.
Under supervision.
Under supervision.
Probably by some manner. The same Sphinx.
that Sphinx don't want to do shit.
I'm gonna get a better one.
And so, yeah. It is all with that, the whole kerfuffle has been sorted out. In time, Shadra eventually comes to you and says, "Look, we would not have... Here's my boon.
Okay.
I'll give you information."
Oh, you're giving it to me already?
Yep. I don't like the idea of owing you. And so, here, I'll give you some information. We're not stupid enough to think we could have taken the freehold alone. Not with every single person here. Not with every single person here who has something to gain out of booting us out. We had help.
Was it De Winter?
No. No. Well, at least it wasn't when... It wasn't... We didn't communicate directly with De Winter if she was the one responsible. But we did have certain assurances. The person who set us up with the Sphinx, things like that.
Who?
Didn't get her name. It was definitely a woman's voice, though.
Oh.
I don't know De Winter enough to say, but I didn't get the sense that it was her. De Winter's very formal. It was someone else. Didn't seem too familiar.
Like they're not from here.
Yeah, don't think so. Anyway, boon paid.
That's fair, Shadra.
Boon repaid. You look into it on your own if you want. Later.
Bye, Shadra!
And so, she retreats and you go back to your home.
We're like, oh man, I had an adventure today.
Home life's been rough.
Yeah! Like, I just got, I'm like, he's
go back,
in the driveway.
Yeah, it's been tough, balancing both lives, and
yeah.
one of your lives, and it's become harder because one of your lives is now very fanciful, and it's everything you want out of life.
And I can't really express it.
And you can't really express it. You come home, and then there's this person who just feels like...
They're like lead.
Not only are they dragging you down, they're dragging themselves down, and that in itself sort of hurts.
Because they're your family.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's been rough. I imagine I've definitely been, like, preparing a lot of stuff ahead of time to avoid the amount of times we come into contact.
Yeah. And so you're sort of, lately you've seen the house in a bit of a different light. It's prettier in real life than it is chimerically.
Because he's in it.
Chimerically, you see like barred windows. You see, like almost like it's made out of this soulless concrete, and it's just this very sort of banal place, especially the closer you get to the areas that he spends time.
Downstairs is awful. Upstairs, not too bad.
Yeah, upstairs is
because that's the only place where I'm at.
Yeah, upstairs it isn't too bad. Your room is fine. It's surrounded by this just poisonous sort of environment.
It kind of sucks the life.
As you come in, you see him and he's making a sandwich. Did you have fun at the festival?
Yes, I had a lot of fun at the festival.
Good.
You didn't want to come? Are you tired?
No, I'm tired from work.
Okay.
I'm glad you had fun though.
You want me to make you something nicer? I have leftovers, we can warm them up.
Sure.
Okay.
And you warm up leftovers and you have a sort of just this awkward little conversation.
We're just like,
he's like, so what's going on? And you can't really tell him anything. It's just like...
hung out on the beach with some carnies.
Carnies?
Yeah, the same carnies that always show up.
You know those guys deal drugs, yeah?
They haven't dealt me any drugs. They actually haven't offered me any drugs. It's not like I would take drugs. But they also haven't offered me any.
Think about how not profitable the average life of a carny is.
You know, I always kind of wondered, you know.
They get by selling drugs.
No way. Is that it?
Yeah. How else could it?
I don't know.
These places don't make a lot of money.
You don't think? You know, but now that I think about it, drugs does kind of make sense. Yeah. But then where do they get the drugs?
They buy them from other people who sell drugs.
From drug wholesalers?
Yeah, something like that.
Who wholesales drugs? Pharmaceutical companies, that's who.
I mean, I guess. That's more for people who, need it, but, you know.
I mean, I imagine some people really need meth.
Probably,
too much.
Probably not. He's not laughing with the joke. It's just he sort of just shuts down any humorous air that comes to that. He's like, You need to stay away from meth. It becomes a lecture.
I have to go to my room right now.
Okay.
Tomorrow, do you want to come to the carnival?
I don't know. We'll see how I feel afterward.
Oh. Okay, well, I also have some other good news. As she's walking up the stairs backwards, one of your old girlfriends liked me on Instagram, and I think that indirectly means she might be stalking you through me. So that's good. And I'm walking backwards up.
I just don't have time for it, Addie.
She was super into you. She has a lot of likes on that Instagram. Well. She's a model. I'm upstairs shouting down.
That's great, Addie. Good night.
Just text her back. Text her back. Close the door.
And so, yeah, you retreat to bed, and you hear the door kind of close downstairs, just, and
he's got to text her. What if I texted her? And I plot. And I plot about how I'm going to make them meet again.
Okay.
I'm going to be like Amelie. Amelie.
And so yeah, you go to bed, and a letter has been left for you on your table by a bird.
Oh.
And the bird says, "You can leave a tip."
Oh, of course. I take a cap off of one of my pens and give it to it. Birds love caps.
I mean, money's good too, and then he flies away.
What do birds buy money with? A mystery for another day. And I open the letter.
The letter is from Lord Tierson, who expresses his admiration. He expresses that, you've done a very, very good job. This is the start of a fantastic career for you. You negotiated this very well, as befitting of your station. And he cannot wait to see you again.
Yes! And I actually screamed that.
He says he would like to host you at Cresthaven Manor.
Yes! Louis like, shut up.
Yeah.
Sorry. Oh, I just got so excited. Okay.
And so you close it up and you go to bed.
Yeah, I go to bed.
Satisfied with the job well done.
Yes, I did such a good job. I'm so good at...
Yay!
What am I don't even know. I'm good at riddles and also compromises.
Yeah, and that's where we can wrap up the session.
Yes, I agree.
So... Let's look at how Changeling experience works.
Yeah, because I'm not sure how different it is.
I think it works pretty much the same way.
Yeah.
But we'll see. Uh-oh.
I mean, there might be different questions you ask.
Oh, no. Oh, okay.
Is your phone dead?
Oh, that's weird. Anyway. Alright, so let's look up some Changeling experience. Give me one moment. The normal way. Okay, so we're just going to do it the normal way for now, until I can dig up more information on that.
Okay.
So you get one for showing up, one for roleplay.
I'd say answering those riddles.
Without
I was actually surprised that I was able to do that.
Yeah, you did it without any help. You get another one for that.
And you know what's weird? Mm-hmm. I'd never heard those riddles before.
Yeah.
So
pretty solid.
Maybe I'm just on top of it tonight.
You just got a mind for riddles.
That's weird.
Yeah, that was weird. Anyway, so you get another one for that, and
right.
Is there anything else that you feel was super particularly awesome?
I'll be honest, that actually was a journey from beginning to end. I loved how the cup of sand and glass that I was carrying like an idiot actually came into handy.
Yeah.
Like, the whole thing came up just, like, it was all so good. I loved intimidating, what's the little mole person?
Maddock?
Maddock. Like, Maddock is great. every interaction with Maddock is great.
You'll know, Maddock is a puka.
Is
Maddock can't, yes, Maddock is a mole puka. And so, they cannot tell the truth.
Ooh.
They cannot tell the straightforward truth. That doesn't mean that everything they say is going to be opposite day, but you'll note that he was very sarcastic in a lot of his interactions with you.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, and so that's
the way it presents.
That is the way it sort of presented itself.
Yeah,
with him.
I love.
He was like, "Oh yeah, this looks great."
Like shifty mole eyes.
Yeah.
The intimidation with him was great. It was all good.
Yeah. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Yeah, that was really fun, and I'm glad that I wasn't useless or anything like that. I definitely do have a holdover complex where if I'm not combat orientated, I always feel like I'm in immediate danger and I'm probably going to die just immediately.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't feel super useless or anything like that anywhere in the session. I thought that was really good.
Yeah, I sort of took a couple cues from Blades in the Dark, how where there are definitely multiple ways to solve every problem, and I sort of want to go in the future and let you just pick what you want to do to solve each problem that comes your way.
Yeah.
Because it's very specific where it says, hey, let the players choose how they solve it, and then you just make sure you understand what that looks like.
Yeah.
And so I think that's what I'm probably going to do a lot more of in the future, rather than just telling you to make a certain roll.
Yeah, it definitely empowered me a lot. Because there's, I think I gave her a single dot of melee, and I gave her that specifically for a taser.
Oh, okay.
Because I sat there when I was making her, I was like, man, if she gets kidnapped, old girl's just gonna have to be like, help! Help! So I better give her a taser or something.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, no, this was a really, really good session.
Good, I'm glad you liked it.
I had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Alright.
So I'll log off and save it and do everything we need to do.
Thank you for listening.
Yeah.